All right, this is post number 2 for Flexy, not Bendy. This is your first actual stretch drill. We're doing a PNF stretch for the hamstrings on our back, and we're going to do it real time if you want to just drop and join. We're also going to couple this first with a leg circle to get your legs warmed up, so you can do this pairing at any time since we are warming up the legs before the stretch. You could do it pre-workout or like me right now, post-workout, which explains all of this. And I kept trying to fix my hair and it kept getting worse and worse. Okay, so all you need is to have, enough of a comfortable space on the floor to lay back onto, not the bed. This one is not good for the bed. And then that's really all you need. Okay, oh, do it barefoot. Okay, all right, so PNF stretch. Remember, PNF stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, which is sort of a misnomer because we have our visual on the body part that we're stretching in most instances. It really is a overcoming isometric method because we're going to contract the same muscle, in this case the hamstrings, that we're going to stretch, and we'll just keep alternating the stretch and the release. So every time during the release is when we're trying to get a little further into the action. I'll repeat all this as we do it real time. And the nice thing about this is you could just stay in one position and crank through it. Okay, so the first thing with the get on your back. First thing with the leg circle, what we want to do is go ahead and extend and get long, okay? But should you find that as you have your legs extended on the floor, you have a gap in your lower back, especially because you have an anterior pelvic tilt, then what you want to do is take the non-working leg. So let's work the left leg in this case. We'll take the non-working leg and go ahead and drag that heel towards you, or bend the knee until you feel like you can have that little control to press the lower back down, okay? Now, this is a little bit of a brain train because this down leg is going to have the flexed toe, okay? The heel on the floor, flexed toe. So toes are going to come towards you. The up leg is going to have pointed toes, okay? Your hands will support you flat on the floor next to you. And the first thing we're going to do is pull that leg forward just slightly, and from here we're going to do inside circles. So we're going to cross the midline towards your shoulder, in line with your shoulder here. Then we're just going to circle it. So push it back, come outside of the body line just slightly, come back to center, and then remember to pull forward a little bit and do the same thing. We're going to repeat this about 8 to 10 times, okay? So these circles are very controlled and they're not very big. So we would not be going past the width of your body line, okay? So every time you come to center, remember to pull forward. Now I'm just doing this after my workout, remember? I'm getting a foot cramp. I had a really frustrating workout. My muscles were very, very, very fatigued. So even doing this, my legs are shaky. Now, we're going to go the opposite way. So we'll start in the same position. Keep your lower back pressed to the floor so you are engaged through the abs. Hands are supporting you. Go ahead and pull that leg up towards you. And then now we're going to take it to the outside of your same side body line and press back, cross it over, and return. Pull, outside and back in, pull, outside and back in. I think that was 5. 7, Go ahead and do a couple more for yourself if you want. Now we're going to switch legs and do the circles on the right side. Okay, so pointed toes on the up leg, flex toes on the bottom leg, pressing your lower back to the floor. You're going to pull that leg forward. Now we're going to cross the body line to the inside. Go towards your shoulders, then bring it outside of your body line. Come to center, pull it forward. Okay. So you're trying not to rock your pelvis, okay? Your pelvis should stay as neutral as possible. You're getting some ab work to stabilize yourself so that you're not rocking, okay? So pressing that lower ab to the floor. And a lot of these Pilates type movements are indeed tiny moves, okay? Remember that whole tiny movement series? All right. Okay, now we got our legs warmed up. Now we're going to extend the legs again so that your toes are pointing to the ceiling. And this time we're going to keep it down, okay? Because we're going to establish our end range. And this down position is going to be our marker. So when you lift that leg up, okay, if you need to, go ahead and have the leg bent first, okay? Then bring that leg up, just as long as it's fairly upright. Then slide that leg back down. Now you're going to establish in range. The in range would be as you pull this leg forward, if you start, if you have a hard stop, okay, with that bringing it forward, or if you feel like this is starting to happen here, like your knees are lifting up, okay? So I'm just going to call this my in range. Now at this in range, I'm going to put my hand, clasp it behind my hamstring, and then I'm going to provide resistance with my arms by pulling at the leg while my leg is going to press out against my hands. So you won't see anything that's going on because it's an isometric hold. So here we go. You do the same. So it's a very hard contraction. You know, hold that for 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to bring that leg forward a little bit more, and you should see that you go beyond your in range. Let's do it at least 2 more times. So now we're going to contract. You're going to pull towards you. Your hands are going to pull the leg towards you as the legs are going to go out against the hand, okay? 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now bring that leg towards you. You can see the immediate relaxation and the increased range of motion. So one more time. I'm going to pull my leg towards me as my leg goes outward against that hand. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Relax, and then pull that leg a little further, okay? And we'll hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let that release. We'll go to the other leg. Again, if you want to start with the down leg knee up, raise it first, okay? At this point, because you have both the knee up and the leg up, you should have closed any gap naturally from the lower back to the floor. Now, go ahead and slide that down knee back down. And if you feel a little gapping, don't worry about that for this drill, as long as you're not, overarching. All right, so from here, same thing. We're going to establish in range. So when you feel a hard stop, or when you feel like this leg is starting to lift off, okay? So here, now I'm going to clasp it behind my leg and behind my hamstring and do the same thing. We're going to first press the hand forward while the leg presses out against the hand. So a hard isometric hold, 3, 2, 1, relax. Then pull that leg forward a little bit more and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Isometric contraction here. Resist, resist, resist. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And pull that leg forward a little bit more. One of the things that you might find between the left and right sides being different in flexibility is that if you have whatever side that you're making yourself do the work because you're compensating for the other side, because that right side or that side is working harder, that will be the side that you'll find feels more tight. Okay, we have one more. Okay, so get your new in range and then contract and press out against the hand as you're doing your best to pull that leg. 3, 2, 1, relax, and now pull it in a little bit more and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you can repeat this a few more times. I'm gonna now show you a couple of props. Easiest thing is to just grab a strap, and it doesn't have to be a stretchy strap. It could be just, you know, a scarf, anything long enough where you're going to loop around your foot. Okay, and now the resistance would be that you're pulling down as you're trying to pull that leg away. Okay, so one more time, you pull towards you to establish your in range. Okay, and then you'll do the isometric contraction here. So you're pulling down on the band and you're trying to push that leg away from you. So here we go. It should be a very hard contraction. So 3, 2, 1. It's easy when you're doing it on yourself to kind of cheat it versus somebody else providing that resistance, because they're going to provide probably a lot more resistance and you're going to be working harder. Okay, hold it here. Now we're going to contract one more time. Use your abs, press the lower back down, relax, and now pull. Okay, so whichever way you do it. Now, if for some reason, the only other alternate prop, if for some reason with your alignment, okay, you find that with that extended leg, when you lay down, it tends to either the ankle rolls out, okay, or the heel rolls out. Then, sorry about that, then what you could do is press or go up against a table or something immovable, okay, or a heavy object. Like I got my kettlebell here. And so if it's my right leg that tends to roll out, I would place it right against the inside of that weight, okay, to prevent that from rolling out, okay? Or if it's rolling in, then I would place it on the inside, okay? So that would be your alternate prop. All right,